Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into a topic that I think, I'm sure you're all fascinated by,
Yeah,
evolution of AI.
absolutely.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at how we've moved from, those early chatbots,
Right?
which sometimes were a little clunky, let's be honest,
Yeah.
to this emergence of something much more sophisticated,
hmm
agentic AI.
It's a fascinating journey. And what's so interesting is that we actually have a firsthand account to sort of guide us through this.
Oh, cool.
Our source material is a presentation by Benovelty.
Okay.
And they're a company that's been working with AI, really deep roots in the AI world
Wow.
for almost a decade now. And you know what's really interesting is they were early adopters of IBM Watson for chatbots
Oh, wow.
back in 2017.
2017, gosh, that feels like a lifetime ago in the AI world.
It really does. And their journey provides a really unique perspective on not just the technology itself,
Right.
but the practical applications
Yeah.
and the challenges of actually bringing agentic AI to life.
Okay, so before we jump into agentic AI, let's take a step back and think about those early chatbots. I'm sure you've encountered them,
Oh, yeah.
those automated systems that try to guide you through a process.
Like those press one for phone menus.
Exactly, like remember those?
Yeah,
Well, early chatbots were a lot like that.
they were.
They relied on what's called basic intent detection,
Okay.
which means they were trying to figure out what you wanted, but they often missed the nuances of human language.
Right.
They lacked context and they couldn't really learn from the conversation.
It's like trying to have a meaningful conversation with a robot reading from a script.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what you say, it just keeps spitting out the pre-programmed responses.
So how is agentic AI different then? What makes it such a significant leap forward?
Well, with agentic AI, you're really talking about creating AI systems that can act independently and intelligently.
Okay.
So they don't just respond to commands. They can assess the situation, make decisions, and take action to actually achieve a goal. It's like having a mini decision maker working for you.
That sounds incredibly powerful.
It is.
What are some of the key elements that make up an agentic AI system?
Well, one crucial element is memory.
Okay.
Just like humans, agentic AI systems need to be able to remember past interactions and information
Interesting.
to understand the context of a situation.
So it's not just about responding to the immediate request, but also considering the history of the interaction.
Precisely. And beyond memory, agentic AI systems also need the ability to plan and reflect.
So they're thinking ahead?
Yeah, they need to think ahead, strategize,
Wow.
and evaluate their actions to determine the best course of action.
That sounds almost human.
Well, think might be a strong word,
Okay.
but they can certainly mimic some aspects of human thought processes.
Right.
So, for example, an AI agent tasked with scheduling a meeting could consider everyone's availability, prioritize important attendees, and even factor in things like travel time and preferred meeting locations.
So they're not just reacting, they're proactively planning and making decisions based on a set of goals and constraints.
Exactly.
That's really impressive.
It is. And the third key element is tools.
Okay.
Agentic AI systems need to be able to utilize various tools to accomplish tasks. This is where APIs come in. They act as a bridge, allowing AI agents to connect with other systems, access information,
Right.
and even control external processes.
So hold on. For those of us who aren't, tech wizards, could you explain what an API is?
Sure. Think of an API as a messenger that allows different software applications to talk to each other.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, when you use an app on your phone to book a flight,
Yeah.
the app is using an API to communicate with the airline system to check availability prices and make the booking.
Oh, I see. So in the context of agentic AI APIs, allow these intelligent agents to tap into a whole world of data and functionality,
Exactly.
making them even more powerful.
It allows them to interact with the real world in a much more meaningful way. And Benovelty, the company we're focusing on today,
Sure.
has a really fascinating journey that kind of illustrates this evolution.
Okay, let's hear about their journey. You mentioned they started with AI in music education.
Yeah, their TapTab EdTech platform used AI algorithms to personalize music learning.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's a great example of how AI can be used to make education more engaging and effective.
I bet that resonated with a lot of music lovers. But then they shifted gears and started working with chatbots using IBM Watson, right?
Right. They were one of the first to implement Watson in the hotel industry,
Oh, wow.
creating a chatbot for direct booking services. Think about how much the travel industry has changed just since then.
That's true.
And then from what I understand, they pivoted again,
Okay.
this time focusing on APIs with their Open API Hub platform.
It seems like they've been at the forefront of each wave of AI advancement.
They have, and this shift towards APIs was a significant step.
Yeah.
Because it really foreshadowed the importance of connectivity in agentic AI. It's not just about building a brilliant AI. It's about enabling that AI to interact with the wider world through these connections.
That makes a lot of sense. So how did all of this come together in their approach to designing agentic AI systems?
Well, Novelty highlights 3 key elements in their approach to designing agentic AI.
Okay.
Memory planning and reflection and tools.
Okay.
And we've already talked about memory.
Yeah.
The AI's ability to recall past interactions and information. Planning and reflection involve the AI's capacity to strategize, to think ahead,
Right.
and even learn from its actions.
So it's like the AI is constantly evaluating its performance.
Yeah.
And looking for ways to improve.
Exactly. It's about moving beyond those simple responses to a more dynamic decision-making process.
I see.
And then there are tools, and this is where APIs come into play,
Right.
allowing that AI agent to access and interact with other systems and information sources.
You know, it's really interesting to see how Novelty's journey kind of mirrors the evolution of AI as a whole. They started with a specific application in music education,
Right.
then explored the world of chatbots, and now they're at the forefront of agentic AI development.
It's a testament to their ability to adapt and innovate.
Yeah.
But what's really exciting is to see how they're applying these agentic AI principles to solve real-world problems.
Okay, so let's dive into some of those real-world applications. I understand they've done some fascinating work with an insurance company that was struggling with a very human problem, too many emails.
The company was drowning in emails from clients.
Oh, God.
But the emails were all formatted differently with information just scattered everywhere. So they had this team of people manually reading these emails and trying to extract the key data to input into their systems.
That sounds incredibly tedious and time-consuming.
It was a huge bottleneck for them.
Yeah.
So Beta Novelty created an AI agent that could read through these messy emails
Okay.
and automatically pull out the relevant information, essentially creating dynamic forms on the fly.
Wow. So no more manual data entry.
Right.
I can see how that would be a game changer for businesses dealing with a high volume of emails.
Absolutely.
What other examples did they share?
Another one involves creating a support co-pilot for junior insurance agents.
Okay.
They trained an AI agent on a vast insurance dictionary.
Interesting.
So it could provide real-time guidance and support to these agents while they were interacting with clients.
So it's like having an experienced mentor right there at your fingertips.
Yeah.
That could be incredibly valuable for training new employees
Absolutely.
and ensuring accuracy.
And they've also been working with companies to transform static documents like PDFs and Excel spreadsheets into interactive knowledge bases.
Okay.
This means that instead of having to search through mountains of files, AI agents can instantly access the information they need.
So it's like having all of your company's knowledge at your fingertips, ready to be accessed and utilized by AI agents.
Exactly. It's about making knowledge readily available and actionable. But while Novelty has showcased the incredible possibilities of agentic AI,
Yeah.
they've also been very upfront about the challenges involved.
That's important. Every new technology comes with its own set of hurdles.
It does.
So what are some of the key challenges they highlighted?
Well, one of the challenges they discussed is this issue of hallucination.
Hallucination.
This is where large language models,
Okay.
which often form the basis of agentic AI systems, can generate responses that sound plausible, but are factually incorrect or completely made up.
So the AI is essentially making things up.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could be a major problem,
It can be.
especially in situations where accuracy is critical.
But Novelty's perspective on this is interesting.
Yeah.
They see hallucination as a feature, not a bug.
A feature.
Yeah.
How can making stuff up be a good thing?
Well, it's about understanding the limitations of the technology
Okay.
and setting realistic expectations.
Right.
Hallucination is kind of a reminder that these AI systems are still under development. They're not perfect.
Yeah.
And we need to be aware of that.
So it's about managing expectations and understanding that AI, even agentic AI, has its limitations.
Exactly.
What other challenges did they bring up?
Another significant challenge is the complexity of production.
Okay.
Building a simple proof of concept is one thing,
Right.
but deploying a robust agentic AI system in a real-world environment is much more challenging.
Right.
There's so many factors to consider,
Yeah.
like data security, scalability, and reliability.
It's like the difference between building a model airplane and designing an actual aircraft.
Yeah.
The principles might be similar,
Right.
but the real-world implementation is far more complex.
Exactly. And of course, cost is always a factor.
Of course.
The novelty was very upfront about the fact that AI, especially agentic AI, can be expensive. The ongoing costs of computing power, data, and expertise are significant.
That's a crucial point. It's easy to get caught up in the potential of AI without fully considering the financial implications.
And this leads to another important point they made. AI isn't always necessary.
Wait, so they're saying that sometimes you shouldn't use AI?
Sometimes a simpler solution is better.
Even if it's cool agentic AI?
They gave a great example of a developer who was using AI to convert CSV files,
Okay.
which ended up costing a significant amount per API call.
Wow.
It turned out a simple script could have done the same thing much more efficiently and cost-effectively.
So it's about choosing the right tool for the job, not just jumping on the AI bandwagon because it's trendy.
Precisely. It's about being pragmatic and understanding the trade-offs involved.
Okay.
Now, as we delve deeper into this world of agentic AI, there's this fascinating question that emerges. Could agentic AI eventually evolve into a kind of operating system for businesses?
An AI operating system. That's a really interesting thought.
It is.
Could you expand on that a bit? I'm all ears. What would an AI operating system for businesses even look like?
Well, imagine a network of interconnected AI agents,
Okay.
all working behind the scenes, constantly learning, adapting, and optimizing various processes within an organization.
So instead of having separate AI tools for different tasks,
Right.
you would have this one central AI system that manages everything.
Exactly. You could handle everything from scheduling meetings and managing emails to analyzing data, predicting trends, and even automating those complex decision-making processes.
It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie.
It does a little bit.
But if we think about it, we already rely on operating systems to manage our computers and our smartphones.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
An AI operating system could provide that same level of coordination and control,
Right.
but on a much larger scale encompassing all aspects of a business.
Now that raises some interesting questions.
It does.
For example, how would we ensure that such a powerful system is used ethically and responsibly?
That's a crucial consideration.
Yeah.
As with any powerful technology, it's essential to establish clear guidelines and safeguards to prevent misuse.
And what about the human element? Would an AI operating system make human employees obsolete?
Not at all. In fact, I believe it would free up humans to focus on what we do best.
Things like creativity, innovation, and strategic thinking. So it's not about replacing humans, but rather augmenting our capabilities and allowing us to work more efficiently and effectively.
Precisely. Think of it as a collaboration
Yeah.
between human intelligence and artificial intelligence, each contributing their unique strengths.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive into the world of agentic AI.
It has.
We've explored its evolution, its potential applications, and even the challenges that lie ahead.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
It's clear that agentic AI is poised to transform the way we live and work.
Absolutely.
And companies like Benovelty are leading the charge, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah, they're really pioneers in this space.
It's an exciting time to be following this field,
It is.
and I'm eager to see what the future holds.
Me too. And I encourage all of you listening to stay curious
Yes.
and continue exploring this incredible world of AI. Who knows what amazing innovations await us just around the corner?
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. I hope you found it as insightful and thought-provoking as I did. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.